Another reason why companies are forming cybersecurity alliances is because they have to share threat intelligence. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let's say Company A and Company B are in the same industry. So let's say Company A is a retail company and Company B is a finance company. And let's say that both of these companies have a cybersecurity alliance where they share threat intelligence. Now, if a cyber attack was to happen against either one of these companies, both companies would be impacted. Because let's say if a retail company gets attacked, right? The bad guys now know that the finance company is also part of the same alliance. And therefore, even if they don't have any information about the finance company, they're going to try and attack them because they're part of the same alliance. They know that their S probably gone, be some sort of common systems across all these companies that they can leverage to get access to their environment. So sharing threat intelligence means that the companies within the alliance can share information about the attacks that are happening, about the vulnerabilities that are being exploited. And this helps everyone within the alliance to kind of bolster their defenses and improve their security posture. Now, how does that work exactly? Like, how do they share this threat intelligence? Well, it depends on the alliance, right? Some alliances, they might have a dedicated platform where they share this information. Other alliances, it might be more informal. It might be more like a phone call or a meeting where they share this information. But regardless of how they share it, the important thing is that they are sharing this information so that everyone can improve their security posture. This is especially important in today's threat landscape because threats are constantly evolving. New vulnerabilities are being discovered every day, and the bad guys are getting more sophisticated by the day. So it's important for companies to stay ahead of the curve and to share information about what's going on so that everyone can improve their security posture. So now you know one of the reasons why companies are forming cybersecurity alliances. But I want to tell you another one. Another reason why companies are forming cybersecurity alliances is because they need to comply with regulations. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let's say that Company A needs to comply with the data protection regulations in the European Union. So let us say that Company A is a US company, but they have offices in the EU, and they need to comply with the GDPR regulations. Now, Company A on their own probably doesn't have the resources to fully comply with all of these regulations. So, they form a cybersecurity alliance with Company B, who has expertise in helping companies comply with data protection regulations. By joining forces, they're able to pool their resources and expertise together and ensure that they're fully compliant. This is especially important in industries that are heavily regulated, such as finance or healthcare. In the finance industry, for example, there are regulations like GLBA and DoD-Frank that require companies to protect customer data. In the healthcare industry, there's HIPAA that requires companies to protect patient data. Now imagine a bank, right? A bank has a lot of customer data, and they have to comply with all these regulations. On their own, it's very difficult to comply with all these regulations, because you have to have the right policies and procedures in place. You have to train your employees, you have to do all these things. It's very difficult. Now I'm curious to hear from you. Do you think that cybersecurity alliances are effective? And do you think that they will become more important in the future? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching.